on the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the UCLA Bruins facing the Louisville Cardinals.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Now we'll look at UCLA's starting lineup. Free out there with Fresh. Then there's Campbell, and it's Roberts in at the 5 spot. Well, UCLA and all those incredible national titles in men's basketball, Clark, they were the program in the 60s and 70s.
Yep, completely dominated the landscape of college ball during that time. From 64 to 75, they won 10 titles in 12 seasons.
No doubt one of the most highly touted players on the floor is Freak. His abilities out on the wing are just phenomenal, and he is one of the few players that can dominate from that position.
And Greg, it takes a special talent to be able to control the game from the perimeter, but Freak is that kind of player. I mean, he can hurt you in so many different ways when he's left one-on-one with the defender, and he's comfortable pulling up or attacking the basket.
To the wing right side. Puts up a 3. And it's White missing. Here's Free. Knocks it loose. Pass to Fresh. They set the pick. To the wing on the left. Shoots a 3. Free can't get it to go. And here's Louisville. It's a 3-point game. Harrell the pass to White. Louisville passing it around. And Mack kicks to Smith. The 10-footer. And it falls over the rim and in.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Pass to Fresh. Passes it to Looney. Out to the right wing. Here's Campbell. It's good from long range. He has 5. And now a new group getting ready to come in for the Bruins. Louisville trails by 4. Price dishes to Smith. Out to Payton. And it's Smith top of the key. No good. The Bruins go the other way with it. Morris outside. Starks outside. And there's the feed to Morris. And the shot is good.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Smith in a 2-guard. Thomas is out there with Payton. Then there's Price. And it's Hughes in at the 3 side. And it's Smith penetrating. Misses the layup.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And for the Bruins, we've got Johnson. Looney out there with Starks. And it's Morris in at the 3 spot.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
The Louisville Cardinals have had a real strong run lately in college hoops, Clark. Even after changing conferences a few years back, they continue to shine.
You know, and nobody knew, Kevin, just how they would fare in the new and stronger conference, but it's been winning as usual for the Cardinals.
Here's Barton. Morris, left side. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him. And one thing that is a very good track record of always remaining in the title picture. More often than not, they are considered to have as good a shot as any of winning the tournament. They are truly a college hoops powerhouse.
Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
On the court right now for the Cardinals, Smith in at shooting guard. White is out there with Harrell, and it's Mack in at the center.
Well, guys, for Louisville in the last decade or so, it's been a bit of a renaissance in basketball. A title in 2013 gives them 3 total now. One of the premier programs in the country for sure.
Here's Fresh. Baseline J on the way. That is good. Fresh has got 5.
That's what I call a captivating move there. He absolutely incinerated the D with that one.
Here's Smith. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton also coming out of Westwood.
Both free throws good from Smith. Wow, Greg, all those great players you mentioned with UCLA, a lot of Hall of Famers in that list, Clark.
Yeah, and they've continued that tradition with current NBA stars, Kevin Love and Russell Westbrook, probably the 2 highest profile former Bruins in the NBA today.
Thomas passes to Rozier. And here is Hughes. Payton kicks to Smith. Good work defensively by Morris.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Now, here is Morris. Following the miss by Freak.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
And it's the Bruins with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Freak. Johnson with a screen on Smith. Starks can't get that one to fall. So on the floor for UCLA. Johnson is out there with Looney. Then it's Fresh. Then there's Starks. And it's Morris.
Oh, nasty. Oh, nasty.
Get.
Well, you talk about clutch plays, defensively and offensively. We saw both right there.
And the gap's narrowing right now, Clark. Every second from here on out counts. Neither team can afford to make mistakes. You gotta manage the clock and play smart.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's Rozier. We've got 1:13 left here in the second half. For 3, Smith. And he gets it to go. Smith's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And these are exactly the kinds of performances that have people looking at Freak like he's the next big thing.
And with his team up, he knows that blood is in the water. I'm guessing he'll continue to press and look to carry the team on his back. This is a performance that will help define his college career.
And some changes here for the Bruins. Roberts is checked in for Irvin. Looney comes in for Thomas. And Free subbed in for Barton. Free passes to Roberts. That one rolling around and wins out.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
Smith. Rebound by Roberts. Here's UCLA. Here's Free. There's the dish to Roberts. Takes it from 10. Rebound by Smith. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Yes!
Just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
.20 seconds left to play here in the second half. Looking to end the run. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
He hushed him up with that shot.
Well, a huge bucket there to stifle the crowd. You're right.
Yeah, very little to cheer about for them at the moment. Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? If he misses at the strike and they're right there within range, you know, late game free throws are a lot different than early game free throws in terms of making.
And out of bounds as the Bruins gain possession.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Free passes to Morris. Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime. So we see the Cardinals get the win here. What a show they put.